Hello, my lovely anatomists and physiologists. You're getting tired of this diagram and sets of notes, I'm sure, but I did want to add just a few details to the same sort of mess. So hopefully you've been building your notes over the last few videos, so you're not feeling overwhelmed by all of the words on the screen here. I think what I want to add in, we mentioned the neuron as the smallest functional unit of the nervous system. So that's, of course, an important cell type. And we said it can come in different shapes. So we see here what's described as the unipolar neuron. The neuron that I drew in this picture here, we actually call multipolar in shape, because it's got multiple dendrites and a single axon. And so what we'll see in the efferent division is that we will see the multipolar neuron. Multipolar describes the shape. We can also call it a motor neuron, which is what we actually called it when we were studying this in our chapter 10. So it's that same neuron. Remember, your motor neuron is going to have a cell body. It's going to have several dendrites. The dendrites then are bringing information into the cell body. And then it's going to have a single axon, but that axon can have lots of different like branches. And then each of those branches end in this terminal, axon terminal, which we then will see ends in a synaptic knob. So we actually already labeled those. So that's the shape of the neuron here for the efferent division. And then when we're looking at the central nervous system, we'll see a shape that's described as bipolar neuron. We'll see bipolar neuron. So the bipolar neuron has the dendrite, cell body, and then the axon coming off of that. We call this bipolar. Now the bipolar we'll see on part of our olfactory epithelium that's in our nose. That's part of our sense of smell. And we'll see it also in the retina, which is in vision. And then when we're looking at the central nervous system, when we're looking at the brain and the spinal cord, it's going to be the multipolar motor neuron primarily. I also wanted to mention, while talking about the neurons, we have in our nervous system what we describe as like gray matter. And then we have what's called white matter. And so it's important to start making the connection that anywhere in our nervous system that we see gray matter, it's gray because of those cell bodies. And so gray matter is significant because that's telling us like processing is happening there. Any place where we have white matter, it's a white because of those axons. And we'll talk more about why that's white. And so that white matter is significant because it tells us that it's transmission of information. I think the other thing that I wanted to add here is that in addition to the neuron, we also have what are called glial cells, which are going to be our supporting cells. And we'll have a video dedicated to them specifically. We'll see that there are 6 types of glial cells. So I'll put that here, 6 types. We'll get 4 in the central nervous system and 2 in the peripheral nervous system. So we'll see a difference there. Okay, looking over my master notes, I think I have thrown all the details in here that I would like to get us started with chapter 12. So our next video will focus on that neuron specifically. So stay tuned. As always, take care of yourselves and each other.